Hey. So, I'm doing a follow-up on my first PewDiePie video after a few days have gone by and seeing other people respond to him and the way that the mainstream media has responded to him. And it's incredible how the people defending him are creating their own narrative, basically. You're not allowed to have a problem with PewDiePie unless you're an SJW, and I assure you that I'm not. I have a problem with his sociopathy. And, well, my perceived sociopathy in him. And I'm not going to say that I know him. Like, most people defending him right now kind of have this attitude like he's their close personal friend. And they're doing that whole YouTube neighborhood thing where they're like, one of my YouTube neighbors is under assault, I have to help him. You know, the Jew-run media is calling him an anti-Semite. To arms, men. And they all get behind a red-faced Alex Jones. Who's like, we're gonna defeat the globalists, they're all after PewDiePie, and no, they're not. PewDiePie engineered this himself as a publicity stunt. It couldn't be more obvious. Like, he said exactly what he knew would get him buzz from BuzzFeed. He knew exactly what would get the sewing circle at Huffington Post pissed off. And that gets him more views from Pull. If there's anyone left on Pull or Generation Z or whatever they're fucking talking about now that doesn't know about him, now they do. That's all he wanted, and it worked. And you gave it to him. And there's people that I respect, like Outer Dark. I love Ed at Outer Dark. I love his work. And now he's got a video defending PewDiePie for no fucking reason. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's got to jump on this bandwagon of, like, maybe he'll shout out to me when he's snarking on clickbait. Maybe when he's doing what I'm doing now, except with a backdrop. Like, I'm seriously pointing my Galaxy S6 at myself at 5 in the morning to talk about this. And he gets $16 million a year to do the exact same thing. Don't fool yourself into thinking that he's doing anything different than me. And I'm not going to say anything about my looks, and I'm not going to be a narcissistic sociopath like him. But let's just say that there's quite a few of us that could walk into Maker Studios and say, oh, can I snark on clickbait for a while? And they'll be like, yeah, you've got pretty much what it takes. But I choose to have a real job and dignity and make a contribution to the world and help people and those things. That PewDiePie and his iPad magnetized Generation Z followers don't give a shit about anymore because they are total sociopaths, is being an integral person, and that other people matter, and how you come off to other people matters. And how you can't just, like, cut a wake through the world and expect everybody to sit in a dinghy and put up with it. And I can definitely see PewDiePie, influencing 13-year-olds to think that they're the center of the universe and they're all that matters, and that they shouldn't give a shit about what anyone thinks about them, and that they should just, go out in the world at like a chaotic plague and fuck everything up. I can totally see that. That's not a good thing. As much as people like Alex Jones and Gavin McGinnis want to say that Generation Z waking up is a good thing, explain why that's a good thing. Explain why a bunch of 12-year-olds thinking they're the center of the universe and no one else matters and total extreme selfishness is the only way. Explain why that's a good thing, just because it's the antithesis of what people you don't like believe. Well, I hate these SJWs throat-whipping batteries and pepper spraying people at political rallies, and I hate them too. I hate the people that fucked with Gavin McGinnis at Berkeley. I think they're assholes too. But I don't think that the answer is to become an authoritarian, blonde-haired, blue-eyed Aryan shill. I don't think the answer is to doffen your Waffen SS cap and put them in their place. Fuck PewDiePie. Look what he's done. He's turned everybody into a narcissistic sociopath just like him. It's all he wanted. And it's why on this channel, in my few videos that I have, because I have a real job, I call him a human golden calf. Because he wants you to just sit there and admire him and stare at him and defend him and love him and throw roses at him because he's there. He doesn't do anything else but demand your respect, and you give it to him on his demand. PewDiePie says jump, and even people I respect, like Outer Dark, say how high. It's insane. PewDiePie wins. I give him that. He won YouTube. You know, all the fucking mewling sheeple that will watch anything and say that they're like somehow counterculture because they're not watching television. Like, oh, I watch YouTube. Well, how the fuck is PewDiePie any more edifying or, you know, how is he any different than what's presented in the mainstream media? How is he any different than people like Stephen Colbert that he's always attacking as part of some sort of outmoded dinosaur media that's on its way out? Anyway, I mean, if there's nothing more to say on this, it's incredibly disappointing and incredibly sad to see so much hero worship for someone so undeserving.